Alright guys, it is time for more Life is Strange. I don't know, I've run out of clever not puns on the title. It's not a very interesting title. It's a very interesting game, but it's not a very good game. For anyone who's maybe just joining us somehow, this game was written by a hipster computer who had never met another person and made a lot of assumptions about what it's like to be a teenager, and or how art school works, and or how video games work. Anyway, in the last episode, we accomplished virtually nothing. I actually recently spoke to a friend of mine, known to some of you who are regular viewers of the Renegade Constabulary, Nick, the one who coined the phrase, Chopin truly was the king of thieves. I was talking to him about this game, which he has apparently played all the way to the end, and he told me, and this was very troubling to me at the time, and I gave him quite the ribbing, as you will. But he said that Chloe was his favorite character in the game, and not only like favorite relative to other characters, but he actually liked her as a character, and I was very upset about this. But so in the last episode, our main character, Max, who is an alien, who is apparently also a lesbian, we've started to learn. She also, like the designer of this game, does not really understand how humans work, and suffers from terrible dialogue syndrome. So she and her terrible friend Chloe broke into the high school, accomplished nothing, broke into the pool at the high school, accomplished only a vaguely homoerotic pool interlude, had to escape using time travel. Then they broke into some dude's RV, ruined a guy's breakfast, which was a massive plate of beans. He was eating those beans, but because we were crazy, we spilled them on the floor. We spilled the beans, but he was eating those beans. And even though that sounds like that's like a half hour of gameplay, that took like 2.5 hours. And then all of a sudden we stumbled into a Polaroid, which sent us I don't know, 10, 11 years in the past. And then we saved Chloe's dad from dying, which somehow made us very popular and crippled her. And that's all we got at the end of the last episode. So I don't really know what to expect from what's coming next. I've been watching for 5 years, Serpentine? That is very long. Oh, K-Mac, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was involved in my intro. Yes, I'm glad that you're not missing it, and we are playing Life is Strange, and hopefully this is a good week to be watching. I mean, you missed a lot of stuff. None of it was important, and pretty much only that thing with the beans was very interesting. Also, me having a stroke at the end of the last episode because of how stupid it was. That was probably pretty entertaining. Yeah, no, I'm with Serpentine. Essentially, you've missed almost nothing. I mean, what was the last one you saw? Chapter 1 or Chapter 2? There's really not anything. Let's continue. Let's not bother going over our choices. We reviewed them at the end of the last episode.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Just won't recap it.
Whoa.
You don't know who the
For a second, I wasn't sure if I turned off my volume, which would have been bad.
Touch me again,
Wanted to make sure. Did you see that post on the Facebook, K-Mac? The beans thing, it was pretty good. I hope that's in the recap. That'd be great.
Let's talk about your superpower. What are you doing here, Max? Stop.
Not anything helpful.
Don't come near me.
Not now. It won't work.
I know this isn't pleasant for any of us. Miss
Actually, I quite enjoy it, but it sucks to be any one of you right now.
Hey, it's Thelma and Louise.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
Calm yourself, alright? It was a gift.
Max, we have to find Rachel soon.
Like you said, it's time
Literally,
to
I just want to point out, almost everything that's been in the recap up to the point I started talking was from Chapter 2, indicating that very little of importance happened in Chapter 3.
Over and over. That's it. Listen, I found pictures
The
of
beans!
Rachel and Fred
There they were. Those were the beans.
being more than
We really ruined that guy's breakfast.
Can't believe she's
Although, frankly, I don't know why he was
Rachel straight
eating
up lied to my
only
face.
beans for
Why didn't she say
breakfast,
anything?
along with, like,
So
some
who do you
beer.
most want to blame?
Or
My fucking
why it was,
dad,
like,
of
a
course. Hello?
huge plate of beans. It wasn't just, like, a side of beans. It was, like, a
You know
giant
what it's
plate.
like to wait for your father to
beans.
come home when you're a kid? Ever since he died, my life has been dipped in shit.
Chloe.
Yeah, also none of the recap matters because we, like, rewrote
You're
all of our
awesome.
personal history.
Hello.
Which
Are you even
was,
listening,
like,
Maxie?
quite a source of frustration for me at the end of the last
Where
chapter
else have I
thing.
changed?
Max Caulfield. Hold on. Chloe, you have a visitor.
Is she she could be quadriplegic for all we know. She is in a wheelchair. Even though the recap didn't show it. We saw that last time. That's not a spoiler. It happened already. Got an ogre slaying knife. Gets +9 against ogres. That sounds pretty good, but only if you're fighting ogres. Otherwise, it's probably just a knife. Which is fine. Also welcome. See, I think this crab is already more important than anything that's happened in the last 3 chapters of the game. Mostly because crabs are funny. I like crabs. Why do they walk sideways? They're weird. Alex, welcome to the stream. Today we will find out what happened when we rewrote history. And I'm certain the answer will be really stupid and involve a bunch of crappy hipster dialogue. Wow, someone didn't like that blue bike. Is that racist? Are the whales killing themselves, or are we killing the whales with our powers? Yeah, keep that on the down low, Neko. Don't say that in front of the crab. Wait until we're staring at more whales. There we go. Get that creature a burger joint. I'm not sure that that crab is regal enough to be a mister. Which is quite a high rank in the crustacean kingdom. Also, Darkroom seems like a... Well, I guess it could make sense. If we're gonna go, like, super far off the deep end and just have a room full of Polaroids to change all of history. Which, maybe. Why would we take a walk on, like, mutilated whale beach? This place is not PG. But it sure smells, I'm sure.
It's weird hanging out with you again.
I know. I'm glad we are, though.
It was nice that you sent me actual letters.
Sure, yeah, I guess I was a good friend in this timeline.
And you even wrote on that cool parchment paper. So Max.
So pretentious. But I love writing on it like an English poet. You deserve the best stationery.
Probably
You deserve the best
right,
words, too, but I'm
completely.
still not voting Trump.
I don't mean that in a bitchy way. Not totally. You probably wanted to.
Oh, don't feel
avoid
bad,
awkward
K-Mac.
conversations like
I'm
this.
just sorry that I'm not able to get all the live streams up, like, as quickly as I can record them. I figure it's probably better to do them so people can catch them when they can, and they'll get online eventually, but, like, it's just difficult. Our editor only has so much time, and
Can we stop?
unfortunately we can't pay him, like, a living wage so he can, you know, do this all the time.
Seriously,
Otherwise,
best view of the sunset.
we'd go nuts!
What if
We'd go
photographers
crazy.
called
The golden hour.
that? See? Without you here, I'd have
Miss
no clue.
Olusunde.
Bet you could take some amazing shots.
Nope, just a bunch of Polaroid
These trials
selfies.
are
But
so
I can
sad.
travel through time to other moments where I pointed a camera at my stupid
I know
face.
how you
Haha! Take that,
At least
history!
I'm alive here with you.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. Some would consider that a
You're a
punishment.
survivor, Chloe. I know you have to deal with so much.
So Chloe's
want
situation
anybody
here
else
is
feeling so
probably
pain.
actually worse than her original situation,
that.
and somehow she turned out
Along
better.
with my parents.
Go figure.
My dad still feels guilty about buying me that car.
Blame William. Is that just to try and mirror the last episode where we're like, what, you blame your dad for this? Did you know that when a dead whale sinks into the abyssal plain, it creates an ecosystem called a whale fall that lasts for decades? No, and I only kind of understand what that means, but it does sound really cool. What's with the boob cam, by the way? Let's talk about the accident, so maybe we can Polaroid it.
Are you okay to talk about the accident?
We never
Nope.
actually have, huh? There's
That's
not much to
convenient.
say.
Otherwise, it would
Some
seem strange that we were
fucking
asking
SUV
about
cut
it.
me off and I flew into a ditch.
Do you remember everything?
Are you not wearing your
I saw
seatbelt? God, Chloe sucks.
everything in bullet time. I felt my back snap, and that was the last thing I ever felt in my body. When I woke up in the hospital, I literally couldn't move a muscle.
Your eyes have muscles, I'm just saying. I'm really sounding like a dick, but, I mean, come on. If you saw the previous
Don't say
episodes, you know how
anything.
much Chloe sucks.
I'm just happy I did get to see you again. I could have ended up vanishing out of the blue like that girl from Blackwood.
Ooh, this is actually a really fun philosophical question. Okay. So anytime, like, I love time travel stuff. It's very interesting. It's usually really poorly done, but the concept is always really interesting. I particularly like the Groundhog's Day scenario, where you can accumulate information over time and become, like, a super well-informed badass. I love that. It's great. Regardless. What I want to know is, because we're doing the character building thing, this is what I like to do in these choice games, because there's not a lot of actual gameplay, so I like to try and play through in a particular style that we sort of settle together. So, usually, there's like two schools of thought on time travel. There's like the very rare, either like intelligent person or like savvy, like genre-aware person who like knows how to interact with people so as not to come across suspicious as a time traveler. And then there's like 99% of all time travel stuff where people just like blurt out the first thing that comes into their head and makes them sound like a complete moron. So what are we doing here? Are we gonna say, you mean Rachel? Because we don't understand how time travel works? Or are we smart enough to be like, are we still talking about Rachel? Because it seems unlikely, considering that I've changed all of history. I want your input on this, and I will drink some apple juice. 100% juice apple. It's really good that she was still a terrible friend in this timeline. Yeah, I mean, that's unlikely to change. Be nice to Chloe. In this reality, she's a precious baby, and not a girl who's rude for some reason, and says hella. We don't know for sure she doesn't say hella. I mean, I'm inclined to think... I mean, like, whether or not you think it still is Rachel, because it could be, I don't know. But, like, there's still the question of the approach, right? It's like, if you ask her for the information, then you're sort of anticipating that it might not be the way you remember it. If you just say Rachel, then you're only thinking of the timeline you came from. And that makes you seem ridiculous if you're wrong. So, like, I think that Max is not that savvy. I mean, I don't think there's been anything up to this point to indicate that she's, like, that into, like, science fiction where, like, that's a thing she'd be familiar with. Or, you know, that she's just particularly intelligent. I feel like you have to make up for being socially retarded by being at least situationally savvy. So you think she's, like, a superpowers savant? Like, she was just, like, awful at all things until she gained time travel, and, like, time travel's the one thing she understands? So, I think that it'd be nice if I could scroll up on the comments. It's not a huge problem or anything, but there are times when I would like that. Although I imagine it'd be really frigging annoying for you guys since it would still be on the screen. I don't know. I have the impression that our prevailing sense is that we're not savvy. Everyone give me a quick tally. Head count. Head count. Checking my phone. Don't worry about it. What is this? Oh, that's interesting. Beep. Okay. Not savvy. So I got 2 Rachel, 1 missing girl. I think that's through ritual. I think we're going. Yeah, okay. I think our prevailing sense is that we're stupid. All right. So it's important to establish this up front because this will help me make the decisions more quickly in the future. For those of you who are like, why? You're terrible. Oh, anime, welcome. How did I do that? I didn't press anything. Okay, so we are going to be stupid. Also, at some point, I'd like to figure out how I did that.
You mean Rachel Amber? When was the last time you talked to her?
Never. I just read about her in the news. I didn't even know her name. You did?
This is such a different world than when we were kids, isn't it?
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? When we were kids? Okay. I'll remember that. That came up quicker than I was expecting. I don't know what did you miss in this horrible game? Not much. I've been talking way too much. There are still a bunch of dead whales on the beach, and now we're trying to figure out our mentality as a time traveler. So far, we've determined we're not that clever, which feels consistent with the character we already had. Even though we've taken a really bizarre left turn from where we started. You think?
Do you think so?
It seems 90s.
I haven't kept up with the details.
This game is pretty horrible.
Plus, I'm a science nerd. But none of this
Nerd!
makes sense.
I know things seem out of control, but as long as we're together...
You need to wait for the whale to decay into a golden
afraid.
ooze.
Hanging out with you makes me feel like a total kid again.
My
I don't even know.
My Twitch,
Listen,
my...
Chloe,
Loginid?
I'm sorry I haven't been out
Sorry
to
if I'm
see
mispronouncing that. The cutoff makes it
I was
awkward. Welcome to
wrong.
the stream.
you.
I feel
You're my
like
best friend.
the dialogue is
Max.
pretty terrible, and the game is pretty heavy on the
Thanks for
dialogue.
coming out to
It's
see
not
me.
a great game.
You're doing awesome.
I don't think so.
My nose is getting cold. Maybe we should get back to my place?
You really haven't missed anything,
It
anime.
is hella cold out here.
Hella?
Hella?
I hate that word. No offense.
Oh snap, she hates the word hella!
None taken.
I feel like Chloe in this dimension is somehow a punishment for our own personality. She, like, hates who we are. It's kind of amusing to me. Right? Muppet Aphrodite? Is that not correct? That's all you need to do to establish a character is just be like, I have one defining character trait, and that's all you need to know about me. It helps to understand that we have changed history, and so now we can boil down her entire identity to science nerd in wheelchair. It's a real shortcut. I mean, almost anything is an improvement from original flavor Chloe. Which sounds weirder than I meant it to. Whose house is this? Is that what Chloe's house looks like? I don't remember. I mean, it's clearly Chloe's house.
It's a pretty high-tech lair.
Feels like a high-tech cell.
Hey,
But
chat
I
to
am
gamer. I
lucky
like
my
it.
parents bust their ass to take care of me. I know it's hard for them.
They're grateful you're here with them.
Right. Especially when they can't even take a walk alone. Sometimes I act like a total teenage brat just to give them an excuse to yell at me. Pathetic, you know.
She's almost annoyingly self-aware
You're a
now.
great daughter.
It's a pretty significant
Kind and
180.
sensitive. When you don't even have to be.
Trust me, I still get my rage on. Especially when a nurse has to watch while I take a dump so she can wipe my bum. Or when
Your Twitch
doctors
app thinks
flip me
audio
around
and chat are
with
mutually
science
exclusive.
talk.
Welcome to the Twitch app, unfortunately. It's pretty broken.
But you're still amazing. You always have been since we were kids.
Thanks again for coming, Max. I need to get my drink on. Can you bring me some water?
Oh, the game is trying so hard. Okay, so... I was not expecting that to be as close as it was.
Instead of handing Chloe a bong, I'm feeding her water. Did I give her a choice?
Not really. Hey, this bracelet. Is this that
There's
same...
the old
No, it's not.
Chloe.
Oh, makeup.
I should offer to put makeup on for Chloe. Not that I can, but it would be fun.
It feels like oddly phrased, as if, like, I know, she'll like it if I put on makeup and make myself pretty for her, which would be weird, even though we used to be lesbians together. That's how it works, though. Is this your first playthrough? It is my first playthrough, in fact. Loginid? I'm going with Loginid. I need a shorthand, I'm stupid. Let me know if you want to be called something else. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Whoa. Chloe can totally control her computer.
It's really
so great.
interesting
to look at
looking.
this high-tech help.
Alright, that's water.
Drink up, Buttercup.
12 minutes to get the stream going on my app. I have nothing but trouble trying to load up streams myself. That's why I don't watch as many as I used to.
Talked this much the whole year.
Have you ever thought about doing a podcast or something?
I wish I could punch your face right now. A podcast?
It seems like a really
Dude, I am
big
a
jump.
pod in a
Login.
cast. Or-
Login ID. I'm a quick
It's just a
study.
thought.
I know you're just trying to help.
Yeah, that's become a bad habit of mine.
You sound like an adult now. It seems like we were kids in another life.
Remember how she's talking about that in again? Interesting point. That is an interesting point. Tell me all about the past.
What do you remember about us as kids? We all have different memories.
I think about us as little pirates, running and jumping through Arcadia Bay.
Me too.
We also commandeered a ship one time and got in just a load of trouble.
Yeah, right. Check me out, Chloe of the Caribbean. No way will I get on a
Caribbean.
boat now. Unless you're with me.
I don't actually know what the
As you
proper
can
way to
see,
pronounce it is. I was just being
all my
contrary.
friends away.
Which friend?
Which friends did you hang out with?
All the information you
Megan
can give
knew her,
me.
But you don't know her. She was cool. But after my accident, she was too cool for school.
I know I wasn't.
Like she literally left school?
No excuses. I'm a loser. But I am trying to make things right.
How? Dude, you're not Supermax. And I'm not trying to guilt trip you. That's what my parents are for.
I really don't know what to expect, Valox. I feel like even for Max, it's too stupid to ask if she's lonely or if the parents are okay. I feel like even she could reasonably deduce that much. So let's actually be reassuring.
They love you so much.
I know. My mom and dad are so cute. They always pop in here and make sure everything's okay with me.
I think Joyce and William are incredible.
Max, the accident has been so
For a second
hard.
when she named them, I was really concerned she was going to be like, whoa, Joyce, my dad remarried or something. Yeah, that sounds crappy.
I bet. This tech must be crazy expensive.
Along with the drugs, the
Might as well
nurses,
just go
the
full on
supplies.
cyborg at that point, right?
Mom and dad are always broke. And they
$6
get so
million
frustrated.
Chloe?
Is it worth it?
Chloe, you're priceless.
Although, with inflation, a $6 million person probably does not go nearly as far as they used to.
You are such a geek. That's why I love you. Of course, I know a geek when I be one. See,
What?
I'm practically a human entertainment system.
Ah,
Maybe
the
switch
HES.
to
Very
watch
popular in
a
Japan.
movie like when you'd spend the night at my house.
What do you want to watch?
I think I'm in like a mellow Blade Runner mood. I always cry at the end. Plus, you know, I always wanted to have cool colored bangs like Chris.
I know. You would look incredible with blue hair. Now let's get this show on the road. And you better not fall asleep on me like you always do when you watch movies.
I remember, Max. Swear I won't fall asleep.
I don't believe you.
Not yet.
Am I supposed to interact with? Some of these things seem like weird.
Nothing
Need a
but
remote?
medical supplies.
Search.
She has to use a lot of lotion to keep her blood circulating.
Ooh. That sounds unfortunate.
My only friend.
They really went deep on this darkness.
I should have. That must be her mighty morphine machine. No more bongs for her.
Mighty Morphine Power Rangers. That show was not very popular or well advised.
Despite everything, they're still a happy family again. It's cool that in this reality, Chloe really loves skating too.
Boards for skaters only. Don't know what to do with that. Oh, Cotillion, welcome to the stream. Also, I agree. Mellow Blade Runner mood seems like an odd thing to say. There are multiple drawers. I don't feel like I can look at... Oh, there we go. No, it switched to the other one. Oh. Is that not the one I looked at? Whatever.
Student. She could have gone to any college. What a bastard. I totally should have let Chloe steal your bullshit fund. Even if it wasn't another one.
I get it. Oh, wow. There's a wall of text for you. Well, thank you, Twitch. I appreciate that. Login, rather. Eyes just sort of glazed over. Screen name. Oh, man. I'm not sure if Katei knows how to help, but hopefully he can. I did just sort of, like, indoctrinate people who I trust to be mods who don't necessarily have experience with it, but they're cool people. Okay, so let's see. This is principal of our stupid school, who we didn't steal money from last time, even though that wouldn't affect this reality at all. So that comment was kind of stupid. Toy special needs in regard to a wheelchair. Black will pride itself in taking students with disabilities. Blah blah blah. Given the campus constructed pre-77, we haven't done modern renovations, and we suck. Chloe's without a doubt an awesome student, and we suck. We recommend you go to someone who doesn't suck, because we suck. Prefer to attend a school, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Pretty much we suck. Great. Figured it out. Tavis says the broadcast is over. Well, that's weird. It's not over.
Does Chloe look at the garden and think about her childhood? She can't even feel the grass now.
What's with the tone of this game?
It's a serious heat lamp.
Very serious. Oh my god.
I don't want to disappoint you.
There is so much over here. Why?
Oh, the snow dough. I guess not everything.
That's snow
changed.
dough. More snow globes?
Are taking over.
One of them is a skateboard, which seems very peculiar. I would, of course, always try refreshing. For some reason, that helps a lot with Twitch. It's sort of like turning it off and on again.
Here's the DVD.
Found it. Let's just put the DVD in the thing. I'm done looking at all the depressing things around the room. There are a lot of them. I could be here all day. Do you want a snow dough, Aphrodite? We can find you one. I don't think these sound effects go with Blade Runner, but I could be wrong. It's been a while. Is she falling asleep? You promised! You promised, Chloe. I'm glad it saved that. It seemed important. Oh, I'm sorry, Serpentine. It's fine. We'll go back to the past and change everything again, and then nothing will matter. Don't worry about it. I think this is just an impetus for us to undo what we did, or to do something better. Or something like that. Something or something or something is more or less what I'm getting at. I'm very helpful. And good with words. It's a good point, Valex.
I cannot believe you fell asleep so fast. How dare you?
I know you were beat down after the day with me, and Blade Runner is a pretty dreamy movie to watch at night. Do you think Deckard is a replicant? Sorry, I can see you're not wide awake like me.
No, I'm sorry I crashed so hard. Were you okay?
I do have a mother and father when you're not falling asleep on me.
You are a bitch in the morning.
It's the company I keep.
Oh, snap. Shots fired.
Yesterday was such a blast.
It was great.
It's a really mundane blast, but I can see how that
I know things were different when we were just dorky kids, but being with you made me feel like when we were little pirates, jumping and running through the forests again. It meant a lot to me just to chill out with you and bullshit. Fuck. I'm getting my regular head pains. Can you, pretty please, go upstairs and get my morphine injector in the bathroom?
Don't we have a morphine injector here?
It's total Star Trek shit. You can't even see the needle. Seriously, I need it. My parents keep this wag upstairs because they think I can't get to it.
But
you can, Max.
Crippled, I think. She broke her spine in a car accident, so not sick, just crippled. I assume upstairs is outside. The other room said it was a bathroom. Ah, William, you're looking nice and alive this morning.
Hey, William. Am I bothering you?
Why,
He seems like really lanky.
Bills. Kidding. How can you bother me? I haven't seen you in forever.
Like, seriously, don't his proportions seem weird to anyone else?
Exactly the same.
He looks like a cartoon character, and everyone else is a person.
It's so cool.
Good. Or I'd be scared if I didn't look like me. Of course, you seem more adult now. So what's on your mind?
Care room. I like leave as an option. Just like don't say anything and suddenly back away. Chloe, we need to help her.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm truly sorry about what happened to Chloe.
Me too. All it takes is a few minutes to change a girl's whole
I'm
life.
sorry, Serpentine.
But she's
I
alive.
hope that everything turns out well.
She's been a trooper.
I'm glad you're not dead.
She is amazing. I'm so glad
Sims
you're
character.
here to
Yeah,
help
that
her
sounds about right.
and be your father.
I'm so glad Joyce is here to help us both. Max, I just hate to think of what would happen to Chloe if I wasn't here.
William, I just want you to know that whatever happens, I'll always be here for Chloe. Always.
I know you will, Max.
I mean, do we care about Joyce? Let's ask about Joyce.
Being around you and Joyce again is
This is such a downer, guys.
nostalgic.
Very old school, as they say. I think it's great for Chloe to see you. Makes Joyce happy, too. So, it's not all bad news in Arcadia Bay. Or is it?
I killed a bunch of whales. That weather, though.
What do you think is going on with all of this crazy weather and animals dying?
Yeah, she's totally gonna kill him with time travel. Don't worry about it.
It is
It's fine.
Nostradamus type shit, pardon my French. But all I actually care about now is Chloe and Joyce.
Well, I'm glad to be of any help, Serpentine. I don't really feel like recounting current events with him. His daughter is in extreme discomfort.
I was impressed by Chloe's room and all the high-tech equipment.
You should be. We could buy a few mansions for what it all costs. The insurance.
We could get a few mansions. No, wait, that would be terrible. But we
I don't
could
know,
do
Max.
it.
I know it must be hard on you guys, financially.
These bills are more like crushing. We have to mortgage our home, and that's pretty scary. But we'll get through it. Price is always right. Get it? No?
We're gonna ask about Joyce. I'm gonna go.
I have to go see if Chloe needs anything. It was so great talking with you again.
You act like it's the last time. And please, keep me from these bills whenever you want.
Max will remember this. Oh god, Victoria's texting us. Not looking forward to this. Come by my room tonight. Are we cool? Just wanted to make sure since you walked away so fast. Nathan was worried. Ugh. If you want to talk, hit me up, Kay. Love you. Ugh. Max, if you're mad, just tell me. Ugh. It was 2 minutes later. I hate her. Silence. So if you want to talk, my door is open. That was an additional 2 minutes later. 4 minutes passed between these texts. You are an unstable person. And this is coming from me. I am a highly emotionally unstable person at all times, even on a good day. What is this? Ooh, flyers. Maybe we have a flyer for George's vacuum cleaners. Yes, that's the big takeaway from this altered history. They had a garage sale. Seriously? Okay. Bathroom is here. Is there a... light switch. Is it an outside light switch? I've only seen this in one place ever, and it was a bad idea. And I can only seem to access it... Man, what? Why are you doing this? Wait. There we go. It's not a good kind of light switch. Okay. Cabinet. Search.
Here it is.
That looks like it.
Never thought I'd be delivering morphine to my best friend.
Downer.
The bathroom looks almost the same. Just more medicine.
Oh, they have tissues, brand tissues. Gotta go with the classic.
Nothing here.
I cannot hear that phrase and not think of Omega virus. I think this makes me a sociopath. Is there anything else I want to, like, bother around here? Sometimes there's important, like, decisions to be made in areas where you shouldn't normally be. Oh, it's Joyce. I just wandered into her bedroom.
So nice to have you around.
And she doesn't care. Ashtray. Oh man, are we gonna pull a frequency?
Joyce used to hate smokers in the diner. Joyce is
like,
already
just like root through her stuff while she's sitting here watching us after we just stumble into her bedroom. Great. Meet the family. Good grief.
Good morning, Max. Oh, you and Chloe are so much quieter than when you were kids.
I should check out all the
I remember.
texts. She
It's
just needs a
nice to
passive-aggressive
be in the house
emoji.
again.
Oh, William and I love it. Finally seeing
Like,
you
I mean,
and
I'll check
Chloe
the
together
that's
after all
actually, that
these
is a good
years.
idea.
After that accident.
I was gonna say, like, we've already looked at them, but we've changed history, so there may be other stuff. You're totaling, Vasco. Yeah, I suppose I am. I didn't actually pay attention to what she said. Sorry, chat. Chloe.
I wish I was a better friend.
I wish I was a little
I
bit
know
taller.
Chloe doesn't
Wish I was a
get any
baller.
visitors.
Oh, Max, you're Chloe's best friend for a reason. You're here exactly when she needs you.
I hope so.
You guys do such an amazing job taking care of her.
We can
One of
only
these days,
do
we're gonna
so
have the
much,
technology to make
but
it
she
realistically
stands
look like
sick
someone's
of
reading a
parents.
magazine and not
That's why
carefully
it's so
holding a
important
glass
you came to
plate.
spend time with her. Max, Chloe's condition is not improving. Her respiratory system is
Well, it's
very
not
weak
improving because we're
and
not
she-
giving her the morphine. So that's like a problem.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Joyce, I'm so sorry you have to go through all this.
Bad or good, I embrace every moment with my daughter and my husband. This is what it means to be a family, and we'll always be one, no matter what.
The tone of this game has shifted so dramatically.
I have to tell you how much I love seeing you and William together again.
He's
Again?
been such a hero through all this.
Seriously, you're not gonna call me on my time travel BS?
Lucky to have him.
How are they?
Chloe and William seem like they still get along so good.
Yeah, those two
So
are closer
good.
now more than ever. Chloe will actually listen to William while she usually ignores me. Oh, it's so cute when they gang up on poor old me. You
I'm
know,
always
it's-
dawdling K-Mac.
things
I
would be
do
different.
apologize, but it is
I like how you
very
think.
difficult for me to not to do that somehow. Why doesn't she just find a picture that was taken close to the accident as possible? Right? That seems like a logical thing to do. I mean, you're sort of going deep down the rabbit hole by continually changing history without knowing exactly what you're doing, but it does seem like the logical thing to do, especially from, like, a teenager standpoint of not really thinking of consequences, which I assume is what we will be doing. You know what?
I better
I'll
get back to
stop
cleaning.
dawdling.
It's good talking with you, Joyce.
Also, I constantly
You
look like
too.
I'm having an allergic reaction. Like, Max's eyes are so red and puffy.
It's good for Chloe to stay in touch with her friends.
Like, your clock is broken. Can I fix it for you?
That is such a sweet shot of Chloe. I wonder who took the picture.
It's a lot of pictures. She stopped one accident and started another. That is technically true. Well, let's check the phone real quick. Wait, no, that's right. I need to tab over. Oh, we have lots of messages, I guess, because these are all from this world. Alyssa is one of the background characters. Max, it's a shame that you hang out with those people. I thought you were different. Why did she think that? In this timeline, wouldn't we always have hung out with them? I saw you throw that TP at me. OMG, not aiming at you, I swear. Don't do it again? Whoa. Okay. No, it went away. Got it. Understand. Got a buttload of... Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Max. This is William. If you want to contact Chloe, you can use this number. She would love to hear from you. Hope to hear from you soon. What day is it? Oh, today is... God, August 11th. So, that was several months ago. Understood. Hey Chloe, Maxine here. I know it's been a while. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to Blackwell Academy. Hope it's still your number. Max is back! OMG! You're cool! We should hang out. Got a buttload of homework, but we'll do it. Don't tease me. It's been too long. Weird kind of anime emoji. Okay. 2 down. Mom. Have we actually seen our parents? We have not. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Happy birthday, Maxine. Can't believe it's been 18 whole years since you were brought to us. That sounds very similar to the text we actually got in our own timeline, which makes sense. We need to talk about some of your bills. Did we, like, blow our scholarship in this timeline because we're cool? Give me some time to answer. I can't just text every class. Yes, because it's super rude. Don't be a bitch. Sorry, long day homework. It's surprising how many of these texts have the word homework in them. You're not the only one. That's why we're wondering if you need to spend so much. You have everything you need, but your scholarship doesn't cover everything. What about film? Not a camera. Time to go digital. Cool story. Do we make our own parents, like, less supportive or something? Not entirely sure what the implication is. Oh, good Nathan! Yo, Max, you around? In the dark room, foo. Developing shots for the contest. Sweet! So no 2 whales for you! What? Not yet. See you guys later. Peace out. Hate everyone. And lastly, Taylor. I'm sure this won't be interesting. Thanks again for taking me to see my mom. Weird. I think she wants you for a daughter. Also weird. You're right, I cried like a bitch. What? What? Phone is about to die, so call me back. Yep, that wasn't interesting. Okay, I missed a bunch of chat. But we checked out all the things. You are whale god. I don't know who said that or why, but I like to think that I am. Laboon would be proud. Can we go outside? Dawdling.
To think that our destiny is linked to goddamn car keys.
I mean, there were probably other ways to approach that situation. But I guess technically yes. You know, we probably should have checked out Chloe's room upstairs, but dawdling. Hey Chloe, I got you a needle.
Finally. Give me the blue pill.
I'm sorry. I'm nosy, but not precise.
Go ahead and plug it right in. It's so easy. And painless.
Okay, but get ready to yell for your folks if I screw up.
Oh, trust me. I will.
I'm glad to hear that you got the stream working, Anime. Sorry that Twitch is Twitch.
Of course my pain.
You haven't missed much. I was dawdling for like a good 10 minutes.
You caught me on a good
I was
day.
reading all the texts and talking to her parents and stuff.
I'm so grateful that I'm even.
I mean, the thing is, I could not do those things, but then, like, what gameplay would there be at all? It would just be, like, a series of decisions with me mashing skip through the cutscenes.
Do you want anything else?
Stop me if I'm being too emo, but can you grab one of the photo albums over there? I'd like to check out some old pictures.
Trying to get you to kill her. Might be.
Please. My diary is like emo ground zero. Plus, Max Caulfield does not pass up a photo op with Chloe Price. Ever.
I bet our diary in this timeline tells a very different story. Photo album. Take. This belongs to me now. Now I will dive through the window and you cannot catch me.
Look at the garden and think about her child.
My plan didn't work.
She can't even feel the grass now.
Alright, I got you this photo album. I suppose I am obliged to give it to you. I suppose give might not technically be the correct word. I have like a weirdly placed hangnail that's bothering me. Is that really perfect? I feel like you could bring it a little closer to her face.
We are there. We look like toys.
I remember that day by the lighthouse.
My dad.
The one with the tornado. Oh, you weren't there for that.
He actually tried to give us a timeout.
And you laughed at him. My dad would have banished me.
To the Shadow Realm. He plays hardball. Can I actually, like, get up now? Why am I able to look at the window? It's like, show her one picture and just leave.
Oh, awesome picture.
Text you after stream.
So
Got it.
badass
I will
and
try to remember that.
We should have taken over Arcadia Bay.
Have you sent me a text I should have noticed?
There's still time for you.
More pages. This game is very slow paced, you guys.
Oh man, there we are making pancakes.
It's always
I
pancakes.
love that shot of us.
Okay, I will text you.
It's hard to believe my dad took that picture only 5 years ago.
Literally seems like yesterday.
Ha 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 ha, jokes. Time travel jokes.
This photo. Maybe I could.
Listen, Max. My respiratory system is failing, and it's only getting worse.
You guys think about using an anti-tank shot on a normal foot soldier. Are you talking Resonance of Fate?
I know I'm just putting off the inevitable while my parents
Because I don't use ammo in Resonance of Fate. Only guns.
This isn't how I want things to end.
Quickly time travel, you should have been making waffles.
I'm saying that being with you again has been so special. I just wanted to feel like when we were kids running around Arcadia Bay and everything was possible. And you made
Is that a video game tier? No, it's just plastic skin.
Time with you.
I thought we were gonna have an
Be
emotion.
my last memory. You understand? Yes.
Be gone, wench!
All you have to do is crank up the IV to 11.
Oh. Well, that's fun. I don't know what to do with that. Somehow it didn't occur to me that that would be a moral choice, but it really should have been obvious. Or you could not commit murder. How is I don't know an option? How is non-committing, how is that, what? I strongly have the impression that we're not doing this. Now you can eat her heart. That's terrible. I mean, well, it's kind of hard, right? Because, like, clearly our plan is time travel. So, like, whatever we do doesn't matter, which again I feel like is like a flaw in the story of this game. Like, you can't really have moral choices in a, like, you can't have like moral choices in your Prince of Persia game, because like the rewind sort of removes the sting from any consequence. It's weird. I don't know. It's true. That is a good point, Serpentine. Taking any kind of action is in fitting with our version of Max. Velox is just saying Smith. That's not surprising. Essentially abstaining. I don't know, that's a compelling point, Serpentine. Although one could argue that refusing to do it... Well, no. Refusing to do it is a form of inaction, but it also invokes, like, confrontation. And I feel like we've pretty well established that we avoid confrontation in addition to avoiding taking action. You guys are making a lot of sense. Let's figure out what that means.
Chloe, I really don't know if I can do
if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. True.
Wanted to,
but we can also rewind time, which I sometimes actually forget.
I could to try and save her life. How can I be responsible for ending yours? I mean, there's gotta be another way.
Max, you were there for your friend, no matter what. Now I'm asking you to help me the same way.
I want to help you, Chloe, but I think my help is hurting.
At least you have a choice. When you want to make a decision, you can just do it. Look at me. I'm at the mercy of everybody. For once, I want to make my own choice. The most important one of my life. Please. Help me, Max.
Super bummer, brothers, man. And then, of course, the choice comes down. I really, definitely expected that. Alright, well, that wasn't very helpful. And also, I don't know why they bothered putting that in. I guess they put that in because they thought the average person was going to be like, I'm not prepared for this decision. It sort of comes out of nowhere. Let's I mean, I think our next closest option to in keeping with our character is to refuse. So let's try that, and then we'll rewind it. Put our name down, flip it, and reverse it.
I can't. It wrecks me.
Can we go back to the terrible gangster games?
But I don't have any right
Do you
to
mean,
do this.
I'm an adult.
I believe you're referring to Watch Dogs. And no, we absolutely cannot. I don't think we will ever play Watch Dogs again. Unless I lose a bet.
Honor my wishes.
I also don't make that many bets, so I don't know why I keep referencing losing bets as like a reason something would happen.
Kill you with an overdose.
Max, I'm dying from my illness, not my dosage.
I agree,
This
Serpentine.
accelerates the
Like,
process.
not only is there the argument that none of this matters because we are likely to change time and could change
I
time
want my
regardless
best
of whether or
friend
not we
to help
do,
me out.
but
I am going to help.
this character is nothing like the one that we have any sort of
You have to
emotional
believe.
investment in because
Why?
she is different
You're just
in
failing
virtually
me,
every
like
way,
everybody else.
and even hates the word hella.
Why don't you go now? You've been wanting to since you got here, right? So go and don't come back.
Hooray! That's all I ever wanted, I think.
I am never leaving you again.
Photo? 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 Interesting. Hey, I want to see something really quick. Can I? I suppose I can, right? Let's just skip. I mean, do it. Let's see what the other version is. But none of this matters, so it does seem rather pointless. Okay. Oh, that's further than I want it to be. Skip. Up, 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 up. That's the last one, right? Except.
Chloe, I'll just drift asleep, dreaming of us here together. Forever.
Serpentine, welcome to this game. Apparently you haven't seen it before. So how dark does this end up feeling? Is really my main curiosity. Obviously it's dark, but does it feel worse than her hating us forever? Is this supposed to all feel pointless?
Thank you
No,
so
it's not supposed to, but they've set themselves up really
I'm
poorly.
so proud of you for following your dreams. Don't forget about me.
Ah, Breakfast Club. That reminds me, we should make that waffle.
See you around.
Sooner than you think.
I mean, it's possible, K-Bag. I am very cynical by nature. This I cannot deny. But I have to agree with Serpentine in the fact that, like, they just made this person up. Like, this isn't the Chloe that we know. Even if I liked the original Chloe, they've made this character completely different. So, like... Yeah, like, it's hard for me to be invested in it because they've basically just introduced me to this person. They're like, hey, this person's dead. Do you care? And it's like, it's not great that a person died, but, like, I don't know anything about them. So randomly wearing green circular scarf. Yeah, I feel like that might be like a neck support thing. I don't know. So I feel like we're not doing that. I think we got beans in this timeline. Oh, that was not far back enough. That was not enough far back. Turn page, skip. It's allowed to skip. Refuse. Skip. 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 Oh, I'm sorry, Cotillion. I didn't realize you were eating those beans.
I'm sorry, Will.
I'll rewind time. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing we understand this power that we accidentally used one time. Otherwise, this would be really awkward. Oh yeah, we have to, like... focus minigame. Oh, we're close. Did we do it? There it is. Time travel, go!
Someday Dad'll get.
Don't worry,
one of
K-Back. It'll
these
go up at some
computers.
point.
I
We're
hope the flash
prioritizing
didn't scare
heavy
you,
raid
Max.
at this point.
This is a keeper.
Or, yes. Sort of? Never mind. Expand your mind. There are more photos than this.
What?
This is a good point.
You know you had to get those. Of course, I'll
I
promise.
sure hope she's not just undoing it, but I feel like it is likely that we're just undoing it.
Shit, where are my keys?
Did we have the photo with us when we went into the photo before? That doesn't really make sense.
Aha! You can't hide from me forever. And no Chloe and Max wine baking.
Oh, we destroyed the photo.
Don't blow it, because tonight your mother promised
That's a
me
profound statement.
salmon surprise with chocolate cake for dessert. Max, you'll be here too, right?
She's never leaving.
That makes all of us.
Is there a way that she can go back and just make herself a better friend? I feel like maybe that would actually fix the universe. Which is really dark for me to consider,
Max,
because
you
I
were
feel
being
like I
so
could probably say that
fucking
about my own
strange.
timeline.
Like you're never gonna see us again.
Chloe, I'm so sorry.
No, I think he was... I
tried
think
to make
Cotillions'
this
point was
different.
like, why are we going
I-
back to the same
I
point in
did
time?
try.
We could go
I'm
to a
sorry.
different point in time.
I don't know.
Like
exactly
maybe
what
the
you're
car
talking
accident that
about, but
actually
come on.
crippled Chloe in
You
alternate
have made things
timeline.
different. Like my whole life. You're my best friend. I've got you and a great
Chloe's like
family.
15
What's
different
to be
people.
Sorry for. We'll be best friends forever. And when we grow up, we're taking over the world.
Listen, whatever happens, I want you to be strong. Even if you feel like I wasn't there for you. Because I will never abandon you, Chloe.
I think, Serpentine, the reason for that is because we're working off of the Chrononauts logic of, like, if we screw up time too much, it would be too difficult to find our original history and fix everything. So now everything just reverts to the way it was, right? Yep. Someone keep Vox away from puppies. Didn't we already have that, APB out? I think we were already intending that. I think that's fine. Could have just gone to that last photo. That one seemed important. Oh, you provoked him, you guys. You made a mistake. We weren't supposed to talk about it. First rule of Fight Club and keep Velox away from Puppies Club is the same rule. I don't think we had that photo before. Oh, I see. Did someone actually take those photos, by the way? Or are they all just metaphors? Is that us lifting a large plank of wood into Chloe's room? Where do we wake up now? Where do we return to after doing that? We haven't really clearly established the rules, other than the fact that we can do whatever we want and have just chosen not to be good at it. So these are the files we stole from the school, I guess? And maybe some of those photos that we stole out of Bean Guy's RV? We probably shouldn't keep this kind of stuff in our room.
You're back. Whoa, whoa, down, Max. You get one kiss, now you're all over me?
I'm just...
Didn't we actually not manage to kiss her?
so glad you're here.
Pretty sure that happened. I'm pretty
You
sure
sound
she rejected
high,
us.
But thanks for the morning grope. Since we were up all night playing CSI Arcadia Bay, I was still spaced out here trying to put all this info together. Max, did you forget we've gone over this?
It just seems weird to use photos as the metaphor when photos are literally the
Not
means of
anymore.
doing it.
I'm just...
It sort of suggests there's a way to do stuff that there
Welcome
isn't.
back to the real world, Max.
It was real before. It was also real before.
I don't think I can ever tell Chloe about what happened.
Wow, somehow that turned out to be an even
Let's
more
look at the
pointless
big
interlude
world
than I
and
had
see all the pieces
anticipated,
in the
which makes me a
puzzle
little
so
upset. What is this?
The snow dough is still...
Snow
broken
dough!
apart. Like William from Chloe.
Getting lost in
Oh
all
my
this
god,
shit.
such sap. Let's steal her wallet.
This butterfly photo seems like 1,000,000 years ago. How much time have I altered since?
Good. You missed laughing at Chloe. You did manage to show up at, like, exactly the worst time if you wanted to indulge in being hard on alternate Chloe.
That's my Chloe.
The chat has had more mixed feelings about that scenario than anything that has happened to date. Coffee Greer is a weird name. This makes an episode and a half invalid. Agreed. Irritated. Alright, let's examine the thing. Let's have our serial killer board moment. Let's connect the yarn. It's always yarn on push pins. Also, welcome to the stream, Alcadius.
So close yet so far away.
We're not really close.
We have to do 3 main things.
Right. What things?
1. Decipher Frank's logbook. 2. Get Nathan's phone to find out where he's been during the Vortex Club parties with Kate and Rachel.
Maybe an easier way to
And
do
see
2.
whatever hidden shit he's got in his messages.
3.
That
be
seems
a
very
skeptic, Dan,
ambitious.
until he tells us about Frank, Nathan, and the dark room. Too bad I don't have a gun anymore.
Yes, that's the solution. We'll have to do this on our own.
Dude, at least
So we're
let me
gonna
kick
just
his
lock away
ass,
the
then
ability to
what?
rewrite history in an instant?
Fine, whatever.
Probably until we need it
Which I
to
can't
be a Deus Ex
waste on
Machina
shit
again.
like that. Or Blackwell would be in big trouble.
You didn't even let me take that money to pay Frank off.
And I'm glad. We have to be better than that.
I know. You should get busy in the garage to see what dirt you can dig up. I'm gonna cyberstalk some names and see where that leads.
I'm not sure getting busy will help us in this
And be
situation.
careful of stuff.
Either that or you don't
He's not
actually
gonna
know
be a
what that
happy
expression
camper
is.
after you reamed him yesterday and Mom was giving him the boot.
I'm on it, partner.
Oh man, I love how we return to the present.
Mind power.
We could.
Way too dangerous, and I need to navigate.
Yeah, whatever. Ooh, this part of investigating is like the worst and annoying. What, you mean like where people just stare at stuff and wait for like insight to happen? Is there more crap that I want? Do I need anything? Oh, her pirate towel is gone. What does that mean? We can't wash our hands. It violates the code. Wait. Does anyone else see what I see? So, why don't they have a medicine cabinet now? What is it about the timeline where William lives and Chloe becomes crippled that requires the family to build a medicine cabinet? I know this is a small point, but it seems really confusing to me to do this. Also, I suppose to the point earlier, I don't really dawdle so much as I faff. I think it's pretty well documented that the activity in question is faffing. I mean, I guess that's true. But, like, they already have, like, the... whatever you would call... maybe that's also a medicine cabinet above the sink? Like, they have that for that. Cool guy.
You won this battle, Max. You broke up my family. I salute you.
David, I didn't try to hurt you. Ever. But I won't let
If I really wanted to hurt him, I could have gotten him in a lot of trouble
Too
before.
late, isn't it? You just better be damn careful with her. Don't you wander off into the dark.
Okay, great. Well, luckily he's left us alone to the evidence. It'd be really inconvenient otherwise. So time to spend another 1,000 years looking through his garage and rummaging through his tools or whatever.
Looks like David finished his car repairs.
I need a tissue.
Maybe there's some new clues in
Apologies. Oh, good, Warren. You know, one of the good things about the alternate timeline is we didn't have any messages from Warren. I'm just saying. Okay, so, what do we got? Map?
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates?
Pan Estates?
David must be working for the Prescotts, too.
Are we no one's ever said the name Pan Estates before, right? It's not weird that I don't know that. Pretty sure that's accurate.
I promise I'll help Miss Grant next time.
As per our discussion
there
about
is
the
one.
campus surveillance system, petition was only one avenue of protest. To initiate this new era of Blackwell security, we must find a middle ground between safety and privacy.
Oh, meow, Miss Grant. Twist that knife.
Weird. Also, meow, really?
There's more to David Madsen in Meets the Eye. He
Yeah,
should
explaining
finish
myself.
this letter to Joyce.
Why I act the way I do sometimes. I only know that nobody has ever understood me the way you do. Never do anything to hurt you or Chloe. Taking care of my family is my #1 mission. Restore my balance with surveillance and suspicion. Sorry and ashamed. No, you're not. See, I don't believe you. I believe that at your core you're not a terrible person, but to say this stuff is just being dishonest. Like, you don't feel sorry. You feel sorry that you're caught. There are dark things happening on Arcadia Bay. Never told you. Well, okay. That seems to contradict the looking out for your best interest thing. Wanted more proof. Said a student committed suicide on my watch. Kicked me out of my favorite home. That's a troubling way of putting that. My favorite home? How many homes do you have? How many families? Also, your stepdaughter always hated you. And where is the rest of this message? Just trails off. The Castle of Arg.
Oh, jeez. David is packing up wedding stuff too. Either Chloe stole another gun, or David is out there armed.
In what way is this surprising? He owns 12 guns and has been wronged in his perception.
What the hell did David do for me?
Ah, good point, Serpentine. It is the map.
What did his
It is
dad
the map.
do for
It is the map. It is the map. Agreed, Alcadius. Like, as easy as it is to hate all of the characters in this game, like, I don't think that David was wrong. He took a really ill-advised approach, which led him to treat people poorly and to do things in a way that was not ideal. But he's not strictly wrong. He is actually one of the more sympathetic characters in the game, which in and of itself is annoying to me. Faffing is one of the best things about this channel. Well, I'm glad that you appreciate it, because it will never cease. Except when there is some hidden or time limit. I'm not sure what was meant by the hidden thing, but the time limit is an issue for the faffing. Thank you for your help, Nathan. It is appreciated. Did he also get suspended from the Prescotts? Not sure what that means exactly. Can of stuff. I don't think there's actually all that much. Can't look at any of the cabinets now. This car is gone. Flyers? Are the flyers interesting?
David is going to the party.
Why would David go to the... What is the Vortex Club? Do adults go to it? It sounds like a sex party. Probably have gel bracelets. Wasn't that my mission? I don't think I fully understand. Nice, Neko. I'm glad someone caught that.
Whoa, that is a serious...
There shouldn't be anywhere there.
padlock
Got
on
it.
the locker.
Agreed.
Hey, David, what you hiding?
Use? Use the padlock? Oh, is it a number padlock again? Great. Oh, what was it last time? I don't know, like... I remember this being one of the numbers. I don't think this was the right number. It was like the wedding date,
For once,
right?
I don't have time to search for the code.
Why not? We
I need
have
to find
time
a way to
travel.
break this padlock.
It's a giant crowbar. Wasn't there? Where was it? Yeah, giant crowbar.
Okay.
This would have been like my
I can
first
use that
instinct.
crowbar to pry open the locker.
And then we can undo our act of vandalism. Because crime is cool. In fairness, crime is a staple in, like, all adventure games. This is a good point, Alcadius. Real quick, I want to try entering... Didn't work. Let's
Sorry,
bust this
David,
open.
but I bet you would do the same thing as me.
Wait, didn't we just say that we were supposed to be better than other people? That we perceive to be villains?
Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, Photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
She knows something. Wow, that is in depth. Not a fan. Whoa, he got a photo of episode 1 beating up Warren? Why does he have that? That vanity plate says Twilight Zone. I think. The letters are all slightly indistinguishable, so it took me a second. But I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to say. However, is it the same truck with a different license plate? Why is that? Is the truck Chloe's? I think it is. There's a glare in a really important part on the picture because it seems to have something written on it that the game won't translate for once. It looks like it says, "Rage me, pay up!" That seems to be everything.
Score.
I say keep that picture of Warren to remind yourself why he's lame. Do we really need help? So Day of the Tentacle is on sale. Should I get it? Yes. I mean, I guess that's difficult to say. I can, that's good. I just charged this thing. So I can keep the file and have the thing, unbroken, right? Okay, great. Need another second. I mean, I recommend getting Day of the Tentacle for multiple reasons. One, because it's great. Two, you can play it with the commentary track and learn interesting things about the game. Although that may be less interesting to you not having, like, played the game in the past or whatever. Also, to support the people who made it, because I assume that they're getting some cut of the game re-release. And it's just a great game. Like, you may want to play it in the future or whatever.
Chloe!
But
Are you ready yet?
hopefully you would continue to enjoy our playthrough.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. Kate, Nathan, and Rachel.
I don't think
Plus
you
some
understand how
location
evidence works, do you?
David is like a one-man surveillance
And that's
army.
not new information.
Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
Now let's go find out what Nathan is hiding in his room.
We have to be extra careful.
Max, now it's time for Nathan Prescott to be afraid of us.
So this school has like one teacher, right? I mean, they have a science classroom with weed killer in it. But I don't think there's a teacher for that class. I think it's just a place to store the weed killer. Is that the petition lady? I feel like that might be the petition lady.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe? Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. In actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's
Oh,
weird
nice,
just
Arcadius. I'm glad that you managed
being
to
on campus
resolve the
every
Steam
single
thing. That
I
sounded
know,
crazy.
lame as it sounds, life has to go on.
I sort of forgot about it. I
There's
apologize
too
for not
much
following
going
up
on
on
in
that.
my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there.
Crap, we have to go back to colonial times to make sure we
Sorry,
enter in a
didn't
timely
mean to
manner.
I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard.
No, the petition in this game was to stop.
Pun intended.
I'm proud of you for
Was
caring
it
so
to,
much about
I believe it
Trump,
was to
Ren.
stop them from
And I
installing
take
the
hope in
surveillance
fact that
cameras
you
and
have
not
plenty
to
of time
support
find
them
your
doing
way.
it.
Just
Even though that doesn't seem
get in the
consistent with
habit
what
of putting
happened.
your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you
Somehow
will.
he manages to be like the least hipster person in this game, and that is
Gross.
terrifying.
You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt from Justin. Haven't talked
Is
to him in a
Max
while.
wearing
Now
a shirt that
that's
is like a
great.
butterfly effect reference? I guess it's just like a weird design.
Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is.
Skateboard. I'm in your way. Who would we talk to about that?
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Who cares? I don't care about Justin. You, Zachary.
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last.
What does that mean? That's weirdly ominous. Ooh, guys, look at the stuff!
Nathan took this from Kate's altar. Why? What is with this dude?
He's awful. Next question. Let's use his computer.
Nathan is way into this party.
Hey, gorgeous. Let me know what you're wearing to the Vortex this week. I can wear something just as styling and expensive. Boy, I hate everyone. I'm psyched about going, and I'm picking up some serious pate favors. I hate everyone.